Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here back in another video. I'm just going to check I'm live on Facebook. It's not going to take ages. Thankfully it didn't. As I say, it's your boy M.K.S here back in another video. Being a bit pedantic, if that's the right word. It's a big word for me, but if I only used words I know, I limit my vocabulary. But anyway, being a bit idealistic or pedantic or whatever the word is, I thought I hope I do the right intro because I wanted to say hey part one for some reason. But anyway, it's your boy M.K.S, as I say, and today I want to talk about Celtic. And I thought initially I was going to say want to or need to talk about Celtic, but then I thought copying that would be copying. I guess the title is kind of copying a YouTuber who goes by the name Stunpeck, who talks about football. A woman who talks about football. But anyway, lost my train of thought. Sorry. But yeah, I thought today I'd talk about as I'm talking about Asia and Asian empowerment. I thought I'd combine the two things. So I thought I'd talk about promoting Celtic in Asia, across Asia and around Asia, which I was just going to talk about Celtic generally and my thoughts and ideas on Celtic. But I thought I'd stick to this theme, and I think next Wednesday, hopefully, I might talk about. I might say want to talk about Celtic and or need to talk about Celtic, and then talk about general ideas on Celtic, like who the new manager could be, who the new signings could be, or whatever. But anyway, these are pointers number 1 to 10. I thought I'd do it in list form, as per usual. As ever, please let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you won't be too harsh. If you'd be so kind, please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. If you'd be so kind, as I say. I was going to talk about this stuff about how I went to a neurodivergent group, but I think I'll talk about part 2. So here goes. So number 1. I'd love for there to be a push to promote Celtic across Asia and to work with Asian nations and individuals and groups and organisations and Celtic and the foundation that I think could work with Asia, with people across Asia to promote Celtic. For instance, they could have supporters clubs, Celtic sports clubs, CSCs. I've talked about them in the past a while back, but there could be more CSCs, Celtic sports clubs across Asia, which I believe is the biggest continent and also certainly the most popular continent. So having more sports clubs, Celtic sports clubs across China, India, Malaysia, Japan, Korea, Cambodia, Thailand, and across Asia. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that could be a good way to benefit the club and hopefully benefit Asia as well. I know it already has sort of links in Japan and Korea a little bit, and had a player from India a while back. But yeah, it'd be cool to have so many sports clubs in those countries and across Asia, all around Asia. I think that'd be really cool. Number 2, I'd love for there to be like academies. Celtic having so many academies and maybe fundraising for academies, and again working with maybe associations and organisations that work with people in Asia, work with the foundation and that kind of thing, hopefully towards a mutual benefit, so it could help to develop football across Asia, but hopefully Celtic itself will benefit because some of those players could play for the club in the future. And also that could encourage more people across Asia to support Celtic, and having those academies, as much as I love the Celtic to have academies all over the world, hopefully they can develop good players from, including in Scotland, Ireland, across Britain, across Europe, and of course across Africa and Asia, and the Americas, and all over the world really. It'd be pretty cool, and again hopefully it'll be a mutual benefit. In this case I hope it'll benefit Asia as well as Celtic. I hope wherever they have academies, those places will benefit as well as the club. Number 3, obviously it would be their choice whether they want to support Celtic or not. I don't want to force anyone, but it would be cool to encourage Asians to support Celtic. Someone in the neurodivergent group I go to, and I went to today, earlier on, 7 hours ago, about 6 hours ago, 6 hours ago, or whatever, because it's a couple of hours long. So, but he is an Anglo-Indian like me, and I was trying to encourage him to become an Italian footy fan as well as a Celtic supporter. But he is a supporter of Man United, although he does have a soft spot for AC Milan. He said he doesn't. he likes Celtic a little bit, but I'd love for Anglo-Indians and Eurasians to be supporters of Italian football and Celtic, and also Asians generally, pure-blood Asians as well, from Asia itself and from around the world. But obviously, that would be their choice, but I certainly hope to encourage such. Number 4, once again, having players from Asia, which we have, like from Japan, Korea, and historically from India. Hopefully, that will expand the fan base, and that kind of thing, or whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, hopefully from Asia, across and around Asia itself, but also all around the world. For Celtic to have fans, supporters, or whatever you want to call them, all around the world. And Asia being the biggest continent, and how I'd love to support Asia as well, and hope their economies grow. It would be even more beneficial. I also hope, I hope more Asians will invest into and sponsor Celtic and that kind of thing as well. Maybe even donate to the club, and hopefully the foundation will help more impoverished people from disadvantaged backgrounds across Asia and from Asian backgrounds, but especially in Asia itself. Working with Asian communities, I think that'd be pretty cool. And I'm hoping there won't be, but if there are illnesses, diseases, natural disasters, or things like, heaven forbid, touch wood, there won't be, but if there are, I just realised I forgot to wear my cap. I was going to wear my Interman cap as happened for part 1, but I've forgotten. There's always something. But if there are those problems, even wars and all that, heaven forbid, I wish to God there wouldn't be, but if there were, and if there are, obviously at the moment there's a war going on and all that kind of thing with Iran, but Celtic could help with the DEC, Disasters Emergency Committee, and help to tackle poverty and prevent wars, even maybe great dialogue, bring people together through football, look at how football can be used to bring people together. I hope for Italian football and Celtic do that. And I talk about discouraging investment from wars and the weapon, or into the wars and the weapons trade and things like that, and instead encouraging investment into football, preferably Italian football and Celtic. Number 5, I hope the club will look into different ways to promote the club across Asia and around Asia. I don't know why they wouldn't really, given that it is the most populous continent and probably the fastest growing, or one of the fastest growing continents on the planet. I don't know why the club wouldn't look to attract more investment and sponsorship and support, basically the support base from across and around Asia, also Africa and Latin America and places like that. But I mean, a lot of great players come from Latin America, but maybe in the future they'll be from Asia, given their populations, if they really get into footy in a big way, or soccer, or whatever you want to call it. That could mean there could be some great players from those places as well, and show that they do have talent when they apply themselves and play and practice and that kind of thing. Number 6, I also hope for Italian football and Celtic to have a partnership where they do things like go across Asia and promote themselves around the world. Maybe have tours in those nations. I know they already do a little bit, certainly Italian teams do, but Celtic could work with Italian teams and vice versa, and have little football tournaments, especially with the youth, and against all-star teams. So there could be teams from Korea, Thailand, Taiwan, and Japan, China, India, Malaysia, and all over Asia. And sometimes there could even be, for instance, there might be an all-star Malaysia team which has some great players from Malaysia, especially at youth level, but it could be an adult level as well. And in the Malaysian league or whatnot, the best possible players from their league playing against Celtic, for instance, and Italian teams. Sometimes both Italian teams and Celtic, and also there could be an all-star Asian team, for instance, with players from all over Asia playing against Italian teams and Celtic, so helping each other to practice and that kind of thing, and promote themselves over there, tours and things like that, learning from others how they've promoted themselves, like Man United and others, how they've promoted themselves across Asia and that kind of thing. Number 7, I'd love for Celtic to have as many 7-a-side clubs as possible, which could include being in Asia, across and around Asia, and also again with the Asian diaspora in Britain and across Europe, America, and all over the world as well as Asia itself. But yeah, I'd love for Celtic to have so many academies, including 7-a-side academies and things like that, cultural exchanges and things like that with people across Asia and that kind of thing. Number 8, Celtic as a club says open for all and against hate and racism. I'm not saying we all are supporters, all our fans are decent people. Some of them are probably racist and horrible people. But as a club, it stands for being open for everyone and anti-racist and that kind of thing. So again, this could be a good reach. I support them as an anti-imperialist, which is a bit of a contradiction, I know, when I support Italian football, but I support them as an anti-imperialist. So I hope to encourage people in Africa and Asia and around the world, anti-imperialists and whatnot, to follow, support, invest into, and or sponsor the club and that kind of thing, train with the club and that kind of thing. So to basically increase the supporter base, fan base across Asia and around the world. Again, Asia being the most populous nation as well. Number 9, again, there could be cultural exchanges. And number 10, especially as a youth development, as I love there to be supporters clubs and academies. I suppose in the case of the latter, that would normally include, or pretty much always, the academies are to develop the youth. So whilst I'd love for there to be Asians of all ages all around the world supporting Celtic, I'd also love for younger Asians in Asia itself and across the world to play football with Celtic and that kind of thing all over the world, especially again at youth level, so they can practice. And I think that covers everything. And on that note, I am out. Peace out.